Hi there, I'm Jessica York in the Dish Studio. If you like a good Western, HDNet Movies is the place to be during Thanksgiving week. From November 20th through the 26th, HDNet Movies is bringing you Bruce Dern's Cowboy Collection. Wonderful Westerns, both old and new. They have titles like The Kentuckian, Comes a Horseman, Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, and Bruce Dern's Posse. HDNet Movies is in free preview during Thanksgiving week, so you can watch all the cowboy movies for free on Channel 130.
I want to introduce you to HDNet Movies. They're a group of folks that are out there who decided that it might be interesting to understand what the Western was and what it meant.
You are about to see the best.
They have dared, if you will, to go back into the vault of America and pull out these 15 pieces of film, because what we miss today in this business more than anything else is Westerns.
That's to my taste.
I'm Bruce Dern. I'm here at the Autry Museum of the American West, and I'm hosting the Cowboy Collection on HDNet Movies. Take a look at some of these movies. You'll be surprised how much you laugh. You'll be surprised how much you cry. Take a chance and look at them.
We talked to the great Bruce Dern about his Cowboy Collection, and we'll bring you that interview in just a moment. HDNet Movies is Channel 130 on Dish, and it's in free preview Thanksgiving week, so all of you can watch these Western movies for free. And after the free preview, the easiest way to add HDNet Movies is through the Dish Movie Pack. Dish Movie Pack is 15 channels, more than a dozen movie channels for one low price. To add the Dish Movie Pack, just give us a call. Our number is 1-855-628-5830. That's 855-628-5830. Or you can check it out at mydish.com/moviepack. Our Dish cameras caught up with the Oscar-nominated actor Bruce Dern to talk movies and Westerns and his Cowboy Collection, November 20th through the 26th on Channel 130.
I'm Bruce Dern, and I absolutely love talking. But more than anything else, I love talking about Westerns. The thing about some of these Westerns is the cleverness of the writing in the movies that we're talking about. One of the things that made these movies so great was the casting of these people that weren't movie stars, but the movies always had a movie star in them. In Westerns, it's very, very rare a character lets me down. And that's why what these folks at HDNet Movies have done is they're bringing it back to you.
Hold your fire! Hold your fire! Hold it! Bill! Come on out, you don't have a chance!
What are you taking me in for?
Which one was that?
Buckshot Roberts.
Lieutenant of Buckshot Roberts!
Hell, that was a year ago. I shot him straight up. Come on in, Pat. I'll warm you breakfast.
Guess he ate.
That's enough! Hold it! Hold it! All right, kid. Come on out if you're still alive. Game's over.
Coming out, Pat.
Posse, which is a movie that stars Kirk Douglas and Bruce Dern. And Kirk Douglas also directed the movie and produced the movie. And we shot it in Tucson, Arizona, in the fall of 1974. And Kirk was then a big star, still is today. And the man's 101. So, I mean, give him a break. It starred also Jimmy Stacy. And what's neat about Kirk Douglas, James Stacy was the biggest young man movie star in my generation. And his real name was Elias. And he had a motorcycle accident when he was under contract to Disney. And he lost his leg and his arm. 10 years later, Kirk Douglas put him in this movie as the reporter with one arm and no leg. That's who Kirk Douglas is. And I felt that was magnificent. The other thing Kirk Douglas is, it was very hot. And Kirk Douglas directed with cowboy boots and jockey shorts. And that's it. So the package was kind of on display, and the boots were on display, and he was running around, and he was no one to mess with. That's my history of Kirk Douglas and Posse.
Drop your gun. Drop it. Hands behind your back.
As Marshal of the state of Texas, I arrest you for train robbery and murder.
Let go! There he is! How do you like it now, you son of a gun?
Great job, Marshal.
Now, what's the headline?
Nightingale captures Strawhorn. Reset the type, I'll get the story.
Always work for nothing.
You're not so brave now, Strawhorn. Dirty murderer.
He should be hanged. Somebody get him. String him up. That
Please, please. I know how you feel, but I have a job to do. Let me finish it.
Hey, Marshal, good. I told you you'd get him.
Lock him up.
Mr. Kazan said to me, you'll go to Hollywood and for a decade, or maybe two, you'll be the third cowboy from the right. So be the most interesting, unique third cowboy we've ever seen. And don't ever tell a director what you're gonna do before you do it. And I said, what are you talking about? Why would I, how am I gonna get away with that? You'll get away with it because he has something you will never have. So in the first take, you go ahead and do what you want to do. Don't go up and tell him, cooperate with the camera and everything, but don't tell him what the dialogue is going to be and everything like that. And how will I get away with that? Because he's got this thing I told you, you don't have. I said, what's that? Take two. Which means if you screw it up, he's going to do what he wants to do. But if you tell him first, he'll never let you do it in the first place because it's not his idea.
I see tragedy has already struck this Cactus Eden.
No, that's no tragedy. Shot, son of a bitch. His own rifle. He tried to kill me. He's my first customer. You're my second.
Well said and well done. Defend thyself with the jawbone of an ass if need be. You are a good Samaritan to offer help and water to a needy
Hallelujah,
traveler.
brother. At 10 cents a head. Water to men, sheep, and hogs, 10 cents. Horses, mules, and cows, 2 bits.
Of course.
In advance.
In advance.
In advance, which means before you drink, you pay 10 cents. In advance.
Come to disarm you. Raise your hands over your heads.
I did a movie once called The Cowboys with John Wayne. And in The Cowboys, I had to kill John Wayne. He'd never been killed in a movie. And I had to kill him by shooting him a third of the way through the movie. And it's the only movie I've ever been in where an audience gasps when they come to that in the movie. They can't believe this killed John Wayne. The day I had to shoot John Wayne, he had never had a bullet hit put on him because no one ever shot him. And he says to me, with quite a bit of Wild Turkey 101 on his breath at 8:30 in the morning, says to me, oh, how they're gonna hate you for this. It was just before we did the shooting scene. And he had just done an interview for Playboy magazine, 14 pages. He's the only man ever on the cover of Playboy, ever. And in it, he did an extensive interview where he tore everybody in America a new butthole. Everybody. So he said, oh, how they're gonna hate you for this. And I said, maybe, but in Berkeley, I'm a god hero. And he laughed and he put his arm on my shoulder in front of like 90 people in the crew. And excuse the expression, but his actual expression was, that's why this is in my movie, because he understands that bad guys are funny.
I'm the Reverend Mr. LaSalle.
Though I walk in the valley of the shadow, I fear not. What has happened here?
These men tried to hang me, and they have been killed for it.
How many of them are there?
A lot of them.
Who did the killing?
I did. They were bad men, and the whores weren't ladies.
Hold it, you two. I'm overruling the judge. Something real snaky going on. I know you, Chris. A lot of people know you. Mostly sheriffs. That's my horse. I want him. And I'm gonna have it. I'll count to 3.
They'll draw on 2.
1, 2.
Mr. Hitchcock said to me once, I was doing a movie called Family Plot, which is the last movie he made. And he said, you know what movies are, Bruce? And I said, yes, sir. He said, but I'm not sure what you're saying. He says, what does it say when you go into the theater, over the top of the theater? I said, I don't know, Tivoli or the Plaza or the Palace, whatever the theater was called. He said, and what does it say above that? I said, I don't know. It says moving pictures. Say hello to moving pictures. And that made the Western.
But won't you tell me something more about Texas?
Well, it's a place for the likes of us. No people there much. No neighbors to crowd you. Only wild game to see and to shoot at. And when you take a breath, it's got a clean taste to it. Like nobody ain't ever used it before.
Man, oh man.
That's the way Texas is, they say, and that's the way for us. It ain't we don't like people. We like room more. Room to stretch you, room to see and hunt. And where you set your foot, no foot's been set before.
I want to introduce you to HDNet Movies. They're a group of folks that are out there who decided that it might be interesting to understand what the Western was. What we miss today in this business, more than anything else, is Westerns. I'm Bruce Dern, and I'm hosting the Cowboy Collection on HDNet Movies.
Bruce Dern's Cowboy Collection, the perfect way to spend Thanksgiving week, November 20th through the 26th. HDNet Movies is in free preview that week, so all of you can watch this Cowboy Marathon on Channel 130. And after the free preview, the easiest way to add HDNet Movies is through the Dish Movie Pack. Dish Movie Pack is 15 channels, more than a dozen movie channels, for one low price. To add the Dish Movie Pack, just give us a call at 855-628-5830. That's 855-628-5830. Or you can check it out at mydish.com/moviepack. Our thanks to Bruce Dern and everyone at HDNet Movies. Don't miss Bruce Dern's Cowboy Collection for free during Thanksgiving week, November 20th through the 26th. That's only on HDNet Movies, Channel 130. In the Dish studio, I'm Jessica York.